crowd of 14,000 spectators at Headingley Ground Leeds, the New Zealand Army touring team defeated a Northern Services 15 by 14 points to 7. After the kick-off, which went into touch on the full, the game restarted with a scrum at halfway. And Edwards is coming over to put the ball in for New Zealand on this side. Now, can Haig hook the ball? He does, and watch Edwards get the ball out to Allen at first 5-8, and Allen kicks for touch as he is crowded by the services backs, and that is how the game started. The game was full of thrills, and the Services 15, which contained 12 international players, some of them rugby league players, were very fleet of foot and very tricky, but they have a line out as the ball goes into touch from that, and out it comes again on this side, and now you'll see Simpson tear one of the men right down to the ground, one of the services forward, and the services men have to relieve with a quick kick to touch. That was Ward, the international, who kicked that ball, but the services fullback, who played a grand game, now passes the ball out on this side, sidesteps two men and kicks for touch. In from the line out again, Rind holding the forwards in at the back, McPhail trying to protect Edwards, but Edwards dived over himself that time without getting away with the ball. Simpson dived down on it and held the play up again so that his forwards could recover. Now here go the services again, trying to get it out on this side, but the ball brushes off Argus into touch. The New Zealand forwards try it again. They get it to Argus. Argus again kicks it up the field, and this time he catches the fullback in possession. Simpson throws it infield, but no, it was a forward pass as it went to Rind of New Zealand. The services backs try then a reverse pass. It's picked up by Simpson. Simpson throws it across infield, and New Zealand, that was Rind you saw dive down on that ball 5 yards inside the halfway, and Cook kicks the first points for New Zealand, a penalty goal for offside play. And so the game goes on. Out this side now, and you see Dobson, it is, running up there. The fullback stops him for a moment. He beat 2 or 3 players badly, then kicks back. And here's an interesting point. You see Cook rush back with Argus. That time the winger throws it back in field. Now watch Cook flash back past the camera to get back into possession. Did it very nicely, and New Zealand move again. Simpson comes down the field with the ball at his toe for New Zealand. Simpson played a grand game, catches the fullback in possession, but he gets it out on this side, and it is taken down. It's right on the halfway mark at the moment. Now here is Simpson again, throws it out on this side. Smith gets the ball and gives it to Argus, and this is where New Zealand get their first try. Nearly, because Argus put his foot into touch that time, but from a similar movement a few minutes later, here it comes. It's out to Dobson. Dobson takes it, and he passes it to Smith. Smith gives it to Dobson. Watch Dobson push that winger off him. If he gets to the 25, he in-passes now to Dobson, and watch him streak for the line and score the first try for New Zealand. Cook just missed that kick. It went outside that left-hand post. He just hooked it a wee bit, as he did with 2 penalties a wee bit later. It was appropriate, too, that at half-time oranges should be served by Waffs, Wax or Wrens or somebody. Actually, they were Ats. Anyhow, the boys enjoyed the breather very much. That is Edwards putting on another jersey. And so the game restarts. Very fleet of foot of these men, and you'll see 2 or 3 breaks down the centre. Ward played an outstanding game. Now watch Allen take him. Right down to the ground he goes, very hard indeed. And again, it is relieved over here by little Edwards. Gets it back, and Cook kicks hard for touch on this side. It doesn't find touch, but watch Cook come across to recover as Boggs grabs that man. Another line out, which was typical. Now watch McPhail guarding Shorty Edwards. Edwards points out and says, there's a man coming around, Neil. So now watch McPhail guard him. But Edwards can't hold the ball as it comes through. But there it goes to Boggs. Boggs goes to in-pass, but he just gets bumps into touch on there, just as it looks as if McPhail might score, but he didn't. Anyhow, here it is from the line out from that same ruck. McPhail dived off the side, then picked up a man, and Edwards gets the ball into touch for New Zealand. There's a man just handled that ball in there, but it was a bit too quick for the referee. Allen picks it up very quickly, gives it to Dobson. Dobson tries to break through. He's caught on the 10-yard mark, and watch Smith throw his man to the ground. Here it is, and it's very hard rucking. McPhail gets a hard bump there, but he holds play up long enough to get his forwards back into position. The ball goes past Dobson. He made a mistake. Now he recovers. He comes across, throws it to Boggs, and Boggs kicks high for touch. And here is Smith coming up now. He gives the ball to Boggs, and so a great game ended with New Zealand Army 14 and Northern Services 7.